friends, Callie from Salon Bohème in Astoria, Oregon, here in my dining room. Today we are going to talk about the progression of my day 5 dirty hair and what I would do on day 5. So by day 5 I have a lot of product in my hair. I'm going to add in sea salt spray. And it's usually the only day I would use hairspray. So the reason that I use the sea salt spray is because by today my hair is pretty oily and it has a lot of buildup in it. So, I mean, you can see it's kind of gnarly. So I like to use the sea salt spray today because it soaks up all that oil better than the dry shampoo. Like, we're past the point of no return here. But the style that I'm going to do on my hair today is going to be a very textured style. So this sea salt spray is an added bonus because it's going to give that texture, but it's also going to soak up all those oils. Sea salt spray is also a good thing if you have fine hair, and dry shampoo is too heavy for you. So then I would just take that and blow dry it in. So you can see now that I've blow dried in that texture spray that it has lifted my hair up off my scalp. Oily hair typically tends to stick down to your scalp. So what we're going to do today is curl our hair with a tapered barrel, which can be kind of tricky. One side of your hair is always easier to do because the curling iron, when you're curling your hair, points down and there's no clamp. So you have to wrap your hair around the barrel. When I curl my hair, I always start from the top and go to the bottom. So when you're doing the tapered barrel, you take a section, hold the barrel kind of towards the base of your scalp, and wrap it around. You need to be really careful as you're getting towards the ends that you don't touch the curling iron because it's still real hot. And it's going to give you a pretty tight curl. So like always, for the top of my hair, I take the whole top back. I also kind of pull my hair forward. This is called off base or on base. So when you pull it forward, you're going to go right down onto your scalp. So you're going to get some extra added volume right here in this section. Whereas if you pulled it back, the hair would go down, not on your base. And we're going to twist that back. So you're going to get nice boingy curls. Now, when you're using this on the other side, it gets a little bit more tricky because it's kind of the opposite of what you're used to. And then twist around. This is definitely something that if you have a lot of hair, you need to make sure you have a lot of time because this is a time-consuming way to curl your hair. The reason that I like to do this on days when I have a lot of product buildup in my hair is because I actually really like huge hair. So when I wear my hair like this, it's usually gigantic. But like I said, it does take quite a bit of time if you have a lot of hair. And you're going to get those kind of curls. So when you're coming down into the next sections of your hair, you can take your curls forward also. There doesn't have to be any rhyme or reason to how you're putting your curls in. It's just what you prefer. So you're gonna get like that. One thing I want to mention is if you are wrapping this around, to make sure that you, excuse me, keep it smooth and don't twist the hair as you're wrapping it around. That's going to give you another look. So if you keep it smooth, one thing that I try to do is I don't like I have this curl going forward. I don't necessarily want the next curl behind it to go forward also. So I usually go back and forth. Because I don't want the curls to find each other and then make one big curl, like if they get stuck together. Like that. When I do my hair like this, I also like to take a little bit thinner sections. Like that one's probably too big. Because the other curling irons that I use have a long barrel and this one does not. If you have real long hair, you can also do this in a section, so that you would wrap it halfway. And then come to the end where you've stopped and then rewrap the bottom, so that you still get a nice curl. Oops. So what I would do when you're doing that is start in the middle of the barrel and then bring it down so that you're still getting that smaller curl at the bottom. So then you still get a good even curl. Okay, so now that I have most of that curled, I see that I have a few little stragglers that maybe need a little attention. Like maybe that piece isn't as curled as I want. No biggie, just rewrap whichever way you want to. If you also want some pieces to be more curly, just wrap from the middle of the barrel down. Like maybe I want this one to be a little more curly. Just grab it in the middle, wrap it around. Now, this is the only time that I ever curl my bangs, because my cowlick isn't going to cause me any harm because everything is going to be big and crazy anyways. So I do take a little bit smaller sections in my bangs, and I just take them from the middle down because I want them to be a little more curly. I also take my bangs all back because a weird small curl in the front, we don't want that. No sausage curls. When you're curling the back, be very careful because it's easy to just get a little burn on your hand, or because it's hard to, you can't see what you're doing. Gets a little cumbersome. I use just a little hand mirror. You know, I kind of just guess and check. So I grab it and I curl it, and then I just use a little hand mirror. I can't find mine, so I used my blush to make sure that I have all those pieces in the back curled. I also don't try to fight my middle part when I do this. I like my hair to be kind of parted in the middle, but that's not my natural part. Doing this, I can't fight that, so I just let it go to where my natural part is, which is kind of on the side. So then I have all that curled. Oh, I missed one. See, if you just kind of look around, you'll find these little stragglers. Just wrap them up. Sometimes when you buy a curling wand like this, it comes with a glove. I find the glove more cumbersome than just using my bare hands. I mean, we're practically ninjas. We don't need no stinking glove. Okay, so for these curls, I kind of just leave them. Kind of just let it be kind of wild. This is where I use the volumizing hairspray. Mr. Smith, this hairspray is pretty firm. Go in there. Right at the scalp. Sometimes I like it to be a little more frizzy, so I'll just kind of tousle it through. It's like Little Big Town hair. Everybody loves Oh Gussie, right? You can also add a little, if you wanted to, if your bangs get like mine, a little out of control. Just do a teeny drop of the serum, like teeny, teeny, teeny. And run that through the ends of your hair. On any pieces, you can even just kind of scrunch it in. And then you have this big hair, don't care. And because you have a lot of product in, or at least I do by day 5, it gives you lots of texture, lots of volume. You can pull the curls apart, rough them up. It's long, lots of movement in the back. It would make a fun ponytail if you wanted to also, by the end of the day, get your hair in a ponytail. Maybe we'll even bring back the banana clip. So that's today's how to do your hair. The key with the barrel though is to take your time, because you don't want to burn yourself. When I start to rush, I get a little careless, and then I typically feel that carelessness on my hand. So that's today. Another option that you could do for a style today is a big fat braid. Just getting your hair. I would still do the texture or the sea salt spray for a big fat braid, because it's going to also help absorb all the oil that's at your scalp, which sometimes catches that like itchy feeling. The sea salt spray will help that also. So that's what we're doing today. I hope you loved today's video. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Hope you're staying home. Hope you're staying healthy. And I hope you know, I I love you big.